Welcome to the Wild Planet HD channel. Our episode today is the Belgian Shepherd, one breed, four faces.
So just take a look at these four dogs for a second. You've got one that's long-haired and solid black, another with this kind of rough, wiry coat, then a sleek, short-haired one, and finally a long-haired fawn one. You'd think they're from completely different parts of the world, right? But here's the thing. They are all technically the same breed, the Chien de Berge Belge. So how on earth did one single breed end up with four such unique identities? Well, the answer is an absolutely gripping story of work, passion, and honestly, sheer survival.
To figure this all out, we've got to go back in time. Our story really kicks off in late 19th century Belgium. This is where the breed's incredibly complex history takes it from the very edge of disappearing forever to becoming a celebrated national treasure. You see, for hundreds of years, there wasn't really a formal Belgian Shepherd. There were just shepherd's dogs. These were the versatile, super intelligent dogs that were absolutely essential on Belgian farms. Kind of like the ancestors of German Shepherds or Dutch Shepherds. They were bred for one reason and one reason only: their ability to herd and guard. Nobody cared about a standardized look. A dog's value was all about its work ethic, not its coat color or how long its hair was. Okay, so this timeline really charts a century of crisis and comeback. By 1891, these amazing working dogs were actually starting to fade away. So a group led by Professor Adolf Riehl stepped in to save them, and they began this huge task of standardization. By 1905, they actually forbade interbreeding between the different coat types to try and solidify each one. But then, history threw a massive wrench in the works. The utter devastation of two world wars just decimated the dog population. It got so bad that breeders had to allow mating between the different varieties just to keep the breed from going extinct. It was a desperate time. Finally, in 1956, the standard that we know today was set in stone, officially recognizing four distinct but related dogs all under one breed umbrella. So, after all that turmoil, who are the four varieties that managed to emerge? Let's meet them one by one. First up, we have the absolutely stunning Groenendael. This is probably the dog that comes to mind for a lot of people. Its origin is credited to a man named Nicholas Rose, who owned the Chateau de Groenendael. The story goes he was so completely in love with his long-haired black female, Petite, that he spent a whole year just searching for the perfect male mate for her, eventually finding Picard Duckle. And get this, those two dogs became the foundation for this entire elegant, solid black variety. Next up is the rarest of the four, the Malinois. With its totally unique, rough, wiry coat, it was named for the Royal Chateau de Laquine. In fact, Queen Marie Henrietta was a huge fan of these dogs, and their original job was so cool. Beyond herding, these tough, rough-coated dogs were used to guard valuable linens that were laid out in the fields to be bleached by the sun. How's that for a specific job description?
And here we have the Malinois, the variety that has become absolutely world famous. Named for the Malines region, this short-haired workhorse was the very first of the four to consistently produce puppies that looked just like their parents, what breeders call breeding true. Actually, they became so well known in Belgium that for a while, the other three varieties were just called other than Malinois. That's how popular they were.
And finally, we meet the Tervuren. At first glance, it kind of looks like a long-haired version of the Malinois, and its origins are the perfect example of just how intertwined these varieties really are. The Tervuren line started when a brewer named M. Corbeil bred his two fawn, long-haired dogs, Tom and Pose. A puppy from that litter was then later bred with the original male founder of the Groenendael variety. And boom, you get the beautiful, long-haired, black-tipped fawn dogs we know today, named for the Tervuren region. Okay, so let's just recap everything real quick. We've got two long-haired types, the all-black Groenendael and the fawn Tervuren. We have one short-haired, the Malinois, and one rough-haired, the Malinois. Now, while the Groenendael has historically been the most numerous, the Malinois is just exploding in popularity all over the globe, while the Malinois remains the rarest gem of the family.
But you know, this breed was never, ever just about looks. The real heart of the Belgian Shepherd, the engine that drives all four of these varieties, is its mind. So what is going on inside that head that makes them so special?
It doesn't matter which of the four you're looking at, they all share this core set of traits that were forged over centuries of work. They're wickedly intelligent and so easy to train it's almost scary. They have a vigilance and a work ethic that's just second to none. But they're also very sensitive dogs with a powerful protective instinct, and they bond incredibly deeply with their families. Let's be clear, this is not a dog that's happy to just lie on the couch all day. A Belgian Shepherd has an active mind and an active body. They need a job. They thrive on having a purpose. This is especially true for the Malinois, which has been so intensely bred for security roles that it's created an incredibly high-drive dog. For these guys, early training and socialization aren't just suggestions, they are absolutely essential for channeling all that intelligence and energy in a good direction.
And that incredible mind and drive, well, it's taken the Belgian Shepherd far, far beyond the pastures of Belgium. Today, they are nothing short of modern-day heroes, and you'll find them on a global stage.
I mean, the list of jobs these dogs can do is just staggering. You'll find them working with police and military canine units, sniffing out explosives and apprehending dangerous suspects. They're invaluable in search and rescue missions after disasters. They serve as assistance dogs. They're even on the front lines of conservation, protecting endangered wildlife from poachers. And while all four make incredible companions, the Malinois in particular has become the go-to choice for elite military and police units all over the world. Let's talk about some of these individual heroes. This is Conan. He's a U.S. Army Malinois who played a critical role in a super high-stakes raid that led to the capture of a top ISIS leader. His bravery under fire is just a powerful, powerful testament to this breed's courage. And then there's the heartbreaking story of Diesel, a French police Malinois who made the ultimate sacrifice. During a dangerous anti-terrorism raid in Saint-Denis, she was sent in to clear a building and was tragically killed in action, saving the lives of her human officers. For her bravery, she was posthumously awarded the Dickin Medal. That's the highest honor an animal can receive for bravery in conflict. And their heroism isn't just on the human battlefield. Meet K9 Killer, a Malinois working with anti-poaching units in South Africa's Kruger National Park. His unbelievable tracking skills have helped in the capture of an astonishing 115 poachers. He is playing a vital role in protecting rhinos and other species from extinction. So we come full circle. We started with one breed, born from the simple, practical needs of shepherds. We saw how history shaped it into four distinct faces, and underneath it all is this universal spirit of intelligence, loyalty, and an unmatched desire to work. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What does it truly take to create such a versatile, dedicated, and heroic canine partner?
I hope you enjoyed our episode, and see you in another video.